You know what I like seeing? When guys get it. It makes my heart happy that after all the beta males, omega males, you know, halfway successful, plateaued delta males, edgy gammas, you're going to get some guys who fucking get it. Okay? So, what makes a man successful with the opposite sex? Okay? It's the acceptance of harsh truths about women's nature. That is the only thing that will get you success. That's the only fucking thing. That is such a high border for entry. That's the reason why beta males are slamming their head against that wall instead of just scaling the wall and coming to the other side with full acceptance. You get that? It's kind of like it's not Halloween anymore, but yesterday was. It's kind of like when you have a zombie movie and the zombies are just running, slamming their head against the fucking wall. Well, if they're not too smart, all they would have to do is either scale the wall or unlock the key, unlock the gate, right? Just go right through it. I digress. So today, we're not going to talk about beta male. We're going to talk about a sigma male. We're going to talk about why sigma males get it. Why they get it. See, once you understand women, you start to be successful. You start to have romantic success with that woman, with women in general. But like I said, that border for entry of just accepting women's nature, because it's harsh. So it's not easy to accept how women actually behave. It's not very easy to accept that. That's why they are in the minority. There's alpha males and sigma males, but this guy right here, let's just listen to him, okay? Let's listen to what he has to say.
What to be expected dating a Latina? We have some beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Latinas, right? They will love you, spoil you, feed you, take care of you, pretty much treat us like straight kings. Or beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous Latina, treat us like straight kings, right? But what you should know, and what they don't tell you, is that once they get you, you no longer belong to yourself.
All right, so I have to give him a round of applause for just keeping it real, because for someone to just tell it like it is like this in 2022, it's incredibly rare. Like, it's not a joke. He's not like, just kidding, I love women. No, he's actually telling you, like, look, from experience. So when I look at him, there's different ways to get success with women. One way is just pure experience. And the other way is to read psychology books, and take what you can glean from that and then apply that into the real world. Like, where do you think I came up with archetypes from? I didn't make up the Greek terminology, but someone's values, principles, and beliefs about the opposite sex, that's your archetype, has been around since biblical times. I mean, hell, back in the Bible, you had like King Solomon, who had like a bunch of like concubines and stuff, and he was still accepted in God's eyes. And then you had someone like Abraham, he was satisfied with his wife, and that was it. He was a very simple guy. They were both right. Okay, so whatever you want to do within reason. But this guy right here, it seems as if he's talking more from experience. So I'm talking like he didn't have to read any books to come to this conclusion. He didn't have to read a whole bunch of theory. He didn't have to maybe he had like maybe his dad taught him about women, but it just feels like he's telling you like he learned this shit 10 years ago and he's just relating it to you. And whatever avenue you choose, we all men that are him and I, people who are successful with women, we always come to the same conclusions. That's the harsh truth. There is no like, oh well, I'm successful with women, but I disagree. No, you're gonna see there's a common belief system with men who are successful with women, and this guy obviously is successful with women. I don't have to tell you that, okay? Now, know some of you are like, well, John, but he has neck tattoos. Well, I wouldn't personally have that. But, you know, one little gamma trait doesn't make him a gamma male. The way he's talking real articulate right now, and he's literally describing like a woman's trait. Like he's describing how a woman's gonna interact with you so articulately. It's obvious he's speaking from straight experience. There isn't any like opinion. He's just spitting facts. So it's nice to see someone who like you start to think that you're the only one who gets it, and then you run into someone who also gets it. Now he's talking specifically about Latina women, and well, I could definitely verify what he's saying is absolutely true, but I would take it further than Latina women. I would take it a little bit further than that. This is where me reading books and you know doing this longer. But this guy just seems like a natural. Well, let's just keep going on with this.
No longer belong to yourself. You had done sold your soul to her. You are done, my boy. Done. You are her property now. You don't belong to yourself no more. You have gave your whole rights away to her. And let me tell you, my boy, let me tell you that you gotta find a way to control life itself. Straight the fuck up. You can't be at a function.
Hold on. He said you have to control life itself. So what he's describing is, you know, when women give you impossible shit tests to pass. You know when women are just mad at you for no reason and there's no right answer. She's just mad. Like you can't. He's basically saying you can't logic women to stop being wild, stop being crazy for the moment. I don't. Not every woman has emotional issues, but every woman has their shit testing where they pretend that they're like fucking bipolar or something. Or maybe they could be, but the fact of the matter is, it doesn't matter if she is or not. The fact is, it's a shit test. And I would say about when you're in a relationship with a woman, expect one harsh shit test a month. So one and you can make an argument whether this is tied with their period or not, because a lot of times that's also true as well. So, once you know a woman's period cycle, you can kind of already, and yeah, this is a real thing. Like I know we joke about this, but this is it is a real occurrence that they get edgy during that time. Now it may or may not be completely tied in sync exactly with their period, but it's always going to be typically a once a month interval. It's kind of like paying the cable guy every month, right? Um, expect like a harsh shit test where she like rocks the nature of your relationship just to see if you're that guy. Like she just wants to see if you're still interested in her the way you said you were, right? So she's gonna give you impossible shit tests, the things where you can't even, the type of things you can't even really combat with logic, even if you're right. So it's like, what do you want to do? Do you want to get laid and keep the relationship going, or do you want to win the argument? See, you don't want to actually win the argument. You want to just avoid the argument. Okay, so a lot of you guys don't understand that when a woman starts uh, an argument with you, you guys have this. Most of you guys have this thing in your head, like I have to be right, and he's going to give you an example of an impossible argument. Okay.
Or anywhere near a female, and you don't even gotta look at them.
Hold on, let's go back a little bit.
Straight the fuck up. You can't be at a function or anywhere near a female, and you don't even gotta look at them. You don't even gotta turn around and look at them. Just a simple fact that you're right there in the same place at the same time, and it happens to be a female right there. Just know that all hell's gonna break loose.
Yeah. So she'll if her period's hot, or maybe that's that once a week interval shit test, the harsh one, she'll sit there and be like, why are you giving that woman attention? Do you know her? You must know her. You've been talking to her this whole entire time. Like she'll pull that, and it's like, do not engage in that. Okay, I know you want to sit there and prove her wrong, but that's not what you should do. You know what I would do? When I do get those shit tests, when women do act wild like that, I just change. I only respond to her if it's not about that subject. So let's say she's just jealous of some random person that you don't even know, right? I would be like, oh, I wouldn't answer about that. I'll be like, oh, look at the traffic outside. That shit's fucking ridiculous. I hate traffic. Oh, look at this cool thing I saw the other day. Oh, that guy's Halloween cut, dude. Look at this guy. Look at how he's like. You just completely want to like change the subject, okay? Like but you cannot, and do not talk to her about the trigger subject. You're only going to respond to her if it's about something else. So just stay silent if you need to, because like I said, you don't argue with women. There is no winning an argument with the woman when they do that. When they turn those emotions on, you know. I mean, because like I said, even if you prove her right, that's just going to piss her off more. So what did you win? Nobody wins. You think by winning the logical argument, she's going to logically, like a Vulcan, right? Just shut her emotions down, and she's going to say, "Oh my goodness, Jonathan, you were absolutely right about that thing that I was mad about. You know what? I'm going to stop being emotional. I will calm down." Not in life. Not that woman don't exist. Okay, we're talking about robots. Okay, so a real woman is gonna sit there. They're gonna sit there and get her emotions out on you. She's going to use you as a practice dummy. Okay, if you ever spar before, you hit a punching bag, or maybe you have a practice dummy you can practice your moves on. She expects you to be able to take it. Why do you think they date guys that are a little tough? I didn't say gamma male necessarily, but they don't want a fucking bitch, okay? They want a guy that's emotionally stable. Why do women crave emotional stability in a man? Because they can act wild. And then when they come to you and they hit that wall of masculinity that you're not going to follow that. Like, you respect them, but you're not going to, like, I'm not going to get emotional like you. I feel sympathy for you. And I have very high attraction to you, but I'm not going to act like you're acting. I'm going to change the way you act slowly, right? So she's gonna hit that wall, right? And she's gonna try to get you to get emotional, hit you on every angle, hit you in all the little insecure things, hit you in all the little arguments that you have a weakness to, where you just break and you start arguing with her. That's what she wants. Well, she doesn't actually want that, but that's what she's testing for, right? So that's why women know how to give you impossible arguments, because she's not arguing with you logically, she's arguing with you emotionally. Okay, so you have to fucking distance yourself in the way I described. Okay.
World War III type shit. Just run, my boy. Take off. Gone. Vamonos. Straight the fuck up.
Vamonos. For real. Skedaddle. Okay? If you're white. I'm just kidding. Fuck out of there if you're black. All right. No, but because he's basically saying there is no way to win that. Because if you really care about her, you're gonna have to reapproach her when she's being rational. Okay? You don't follow her in her irrationalities. You address them like once, and then you start, like I said, you start saying things. You start changing the subject. If she won't allow you to change the subject, then you fucking keep getting quiet and then keep trying to change the subject again. Not like back to back to back, but like, the minute she says something, just counter with something different. Look what I did to my car today. Isn't this cool? What do you think about this color? Shit, I ripped my shirt today. Something innocuous, something where she can't get mad about, that has nothing to do with the trigger topic. That's the strategy. Because like I said, that's the only winning strategy you're gonna get with the woman. Straight up, dude.
Hey, but we gotta love our fucking beautiful Latinas, right? Our beautiful, gorgeous Latinas. Nothing but love, baby.
So, absolutely. Because if you actually care about somebody, that's the way you're going to go about it, when they have the bullfighting, do they kill the bull? Okay, maybe, I can't really speak on it. Maybe they do kill it. But typically they don't, okay? maybe old school times, they don't kill the bull. They just have the bullfighting, right? And they kind of fuck with it, but they don't kill it. That's not hurt. They fucking do the red flag, and it fucking goes to the fucking red flag. They don't kill the bull though. They're like, I'm gonna kill it now. I mean, maybe I think they did. I think they used to. I don't know. This analogy's getting weird now, but you get where I'm coming from. Okay, so Most rodeos don't do that, okay? But LA probably did, but whatever. Now, the point is, you still care. You're doing that strategy because you care for that girl. Do you understand that? That's all you need to get from this video. You're doing the strategy because you care about that girl.